Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
Yeah, this is Erudite Media. We are glad to have you, sir.
Thank you very much. I'm glad to have you too.
Thank you, sir. Sorry, can we know your name, sir?
My name is Ahmed Zakaria Okanlawa from Ilealawa in Shao. Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you
What do
very
you
much.
think about this gathering, this summit? What are your perceptions about it? How influential do you think it is to the people of Moro and Kwara North? As a whole?
Generally speaking, I think this is a good initiative. This Kwara North youth gathering together and discussing extremely important issues, particularly about the governorship and the administrative arrangement of the whole Kwara state. I think it's a very good thing. This is among the first time that we're having something like this. I have seen people from Marutin here, people from Edu, people from Patigi. Most of them have came here today to discuss this thing.
Thank you so much, sir. About the 2027 agenda for Kwara North Axis. Sir, we would like to know what are your perceptions? What do you think we have to do as Kwara North to have this slot for us?
Thank you very much. I
Yes,
think
sir.
that's a very important question. But the issue is, before we talk about 2027, we have to also be looking at what is currently occurring now within our constituency. Currently, you had the SA to the governor on political party affairs. He said that the governor is working, is trying his best in Kwara North and Kwara generally. There are changes in the whole state. There is a lot of progress that Kwara 15 years ago or 11, 15 years ago is not the same 11 today. But what
Thank
I
you.
think is, we in Kwara North in particular, when we talk of power shift, we have to negotiate with the other regions. It's not just about shift. It's not like something that will be given to us on a platter of gold. We have to show that, okay, this is our agenda, this is our program, this is what we want to do, this is where the state is, and this is where we want it to be. And in particular, when we mention three places, Edu, Moro, Patigi, we have to also say, we have to present and forward our candidates that, okay, these are our candidates, these are what they plan to do, this is what they have done. They have to show us their credential. Everybody has to show what he plans to do and what he has done
Thank you
before.
so much, sir. Looking at the problem on ground, you will agree with me that we have problem in our local government.
Yeah.
Do you believe that we have problem in our local government when it comes to unity of our people?
Okay. Problem in our local government.
Or do you think we have a challenge when it comes to uniting ourselves?
Generally speaking, there is no local government that doesn't have challenge. Every local government in Nigeria has its challenges, and peculiarly, our own local government, we are not also free from challenges. We have a lot of challenges. There are communities that are having just one secondary school. There are communities that don't have water. They are taking swim. Their water supply is unhygienic. There are communities that they don't have accessible roads today in Kwara, in Moro and in Kwara North generally. So there are a lot of challenges. Apart from the issue of saying that, okay, power negotiation or who should be in power or who should not be in power. But there are a lot of issues on ground.
Thank you so much, sir. Looking at Kwara as in general, you agree with me that we have potent politicians in Kwara Central. And understanding that 2027 is far approaching, how do you think that these giant politicians in other axes, when it comes to political power, Kwara Central is there, Kwara South is there, what do you think they should do to give us that access to 2027 agenda?
Okay, what is happening is, as you have mentioned and you have duly noted, that there are powerful politicians in Kwara Central. True. But there are also good politicians and quality politicians in Kwara North too. What have been missing is the voice and the representation. And that is what the narrative that is being changed currently. With the media, people like you are covering this thing, and I hope that this kind of things will go viral so that people will know that there are people in Kwara North that are ready and willing and praying that they will be given the chance and opportunity to serve their people. And that is why they are agitating for these things. At the end of the day, approaches vary. Everybody has his own approach to things and solving issues. But I believe that the politicians in Kwara North, as it was earlier noted, that we need to unite. Kwara North needs to unite. It's very important. Unity in diversity. we need to unite and speak in one voice. We have to move beyond petty party politics and say that, okay, this is our candidate. We nominate a candidate and stand by him and support him, and we should back him with all our resources to see that even if Kwara Central produces a candidate, at the end of the day, they will see that, okay, this person truly deserves it, and this region truly deserves it, and they will give us just what happened in the presidential election. In the presidential election, people nominated from various zones, but at the end of the day, when they saw, even intra-party inside the APC, when they saw that this person deserves it, they gave him.
Thank you so much, sir. We all know that Kwara North is being marginalized, and
Okay.
people are actually clamoring for the freedom of Kwara Northern. So, as we are actually agitating for the power shift to Kwara North, you will agree with me that for the past 16 years and above, no local government has not produced any candidate at the National Assembly. As we are negotiating for power shift to Kwara North, what do you think should be the take home for more local government?
What should be the take home for Moro local government out of all these incidences and
Exactly, sir.
occurrences and the long term marginalization and exclusion from power is that we need to get our house in order. Moro needs to get its house together. We have to move beyond petty politics. We have to look at the wider picture. We have to sit down at the table and say, okay, this time we have to know where we are going. What are our demands? What do we want? If we speak in one voice, there is no one that won't listen to us. But when our voices are shattered, the voice will be lost in the noise. And that is why I hope that this summit that we have had today, I hope that it will come up with something fruitful. Because at the end of the day, when the voices become too loud, it will be drowned. And at the end of the day, it's unfortunate we might lose it. So the message is we have to unite. We have to have a clear pathway that, okay, this is what we want. We want House of Representative, whether we want House of Representative, whether we want Senate, whether we want governorship, anything we want, we have to sit down and discuss it together in a clear voice and know when we get there, what are the things that we plan to do to the community? What are the things, what is the plan for Moro generally? Because we have to look, this Moro that we're speaking about, how many wards are there? How many towns are there? How many villages are there? What are their needs? What are the things that will uplift these people? If we are shouting we have operation for marginalization, what will uplift our people? What are the things? We have to sit down and negotiate and think deep, not for only for this generation, for future generations, so that what happened in the past won't repeat itself.
All right, thank you so much. As we all know, we have two honorables representing us at the Kwara State of House of Assembly. What do you think they ought to have done to project the gold identity of Mo local government? Because we've they've assumed office since 2023, and what do you think they have done that we can actually recall, and what do you think they should do?
Sincerely speaking, that's a very tough question to answer because number one, I am not well aware of their media activities, and you at the press, you will be in a better position to know the bills they have sponsored, the number of bills they have sponsored, the number of projects they have brought to their,
Facilitated.
yes, they have facilitated to the community, the number of people that have gained employment through them, the number of roads that they have complained to the government, the things they have done, the media will be in a better position to know. I think the scorecard will be there clearly that, okay, this person at this time nominated such bill and this thing passed through first reading and second reading. I think the media will be in a better position,
All
and their
right, sir.
media aides will
All
be in a
right, sir.
better position to answer
Thank
that
you.
question.
Lastly, I want to ask you, what's okay? Governor Abdurrahman Abdulrasaq, His Excellency, is actually doing massively well when it comes to human development in Kwara State. What do you think about the upgrading of the Oro of Shao and Oba of Seba? Do you think His Excellency should do something important when it comes to upgrading of these our kings?
Um, this is a very, very complicated question, actually. What happened is the main reason why we came here is the Kwara youth and the power shift to the north. But this question is also an important question in for Moro local government and Kwara state at large. But before I go there, you have to look at the historical perspective of why the grading has been done before and then the grading was done. It's a very complicated matter that if you any student of history should go back and check what happened during Adamu Ata period, why was the grading done, and then the period that followed him, Latimer period, another degrading was done. And then during Governor Muhammad Lawal's era, towards the end of his era, 2002, a grading was done, and it was their election. And then when he left, the grading was subsequently done. So we have to look at the issues holistically. Why is the grading and the grading being done? What happened? What are the historical perspectives before we can say, okay, what do we want to do about this issue? I believe grading is very important. It's extremely important for us, but we have to look at the wider picture. We have a lot of problems. The problems we are facing are massive. We have massive infrastructural deficits within Moro local government. There are some villages that is not accessible at all. You cannot access those villages. There are some towns that are not having secondary schools or primary schools. There are a lot of problems. There are some farms that some people that are farming cannot. So that is why we have issue. Grading is important, but I think we have to look at the historical perspective, and then we have to try to correct some things that maybe have happened. If we see that there is something that we can correct so that we can get it done, I think we should do it. But I think the community should sit down and
Thank you
think
so
about
much,
it.
sir.
Thank you very
And
much.
to encapsulate it all, sir, I would like to know, do you think we have capable ends in our axis, paranoid? Do you think when it comes to power shift to the paranoid, do you think we have people who are capable of settling the affair of the green chamber and the red chamber and even the governor's office?
What happened is the people that are there currently, they are human beings like us. They are human beings like us. The people that are in the green chamber, the people that are in the red chamber, the people that are in the governorship, they are human beings like the people in Moro. I believe we have individuals who are more than capable to do that. It's the opportunity and the support that they are lacking. If they get support from their community and they get support from the relevant stakeholders in the society, they are going to perform wonders.
Thank you so much, sir. Lastly, sir, what are your goodwill message for the people of Moro and Kwara North?
My goodwill message to the people of Moro and Kwara generally is that we should unite. Once we unite, everything is easy. With unity, if we speak in one voice, we will achieve our goal.
Thank you so much, sir.
I really
What's your
appreciate
name
it.
again, sir?
My name is Ahmed Zakaria Okanan.
You are welcome, sir.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you.